Here's the myth. You need a fancy website and fancy choreography to grow your class. In this video, I'm busting that myth by showing you the two things that are really holding back your growth. Quick context on me if we haven't met yet. Hey, I'm Michelle, the founder of Hip Hop Dance Fitness. I've built a dance fitness business from the ground up, part-time, without a studio, without going into debt, without huge monthly overhead or expense, and without a huge following. And I want to help women who love dance do the same. Create a fulfilling business that you love while filling it up with women you enjoy and keeping it full with a culture you're proud of. So let's get into it. What's really holding your class back? Friction, and it shows up in two different places. Let's start with the first one. You've probably thought it, if my website looked better or if I could just launch an app, more people would come. It's not true, and chasing more impressive is actually what's keeping people out of your room. First thing to fix, make it easier for people to just show up. Take out the friction and the things people need to do before they could come try a class. I get it. So many instructors get stuck thinking they need a fancy website, full branding, every piece perfect before they could even start marketing. That's not momentum. That's paralysis. A simple landing page and a guest list does more than a perfect, robust website or lead capture system launched 3 months late. Here's the thing about most people who try your class. They're unsure. They're unsure if they'll like it. They're unsure if they would be good at it. They're unsure if it's worth their time. There are so many objections that could be in their mind, and when you add friction, an app download, a form, a past purchase, you're handing that unsure majority a built-in excuse to talk themselves out of it. The small group who's confident, they'll show up no matter what. But building around them means ignoring the bigger group you're actually trying to reach as well. I learned this one the hard way. When I added our fitness app as the entry point, I actually saw conversions drop. People would comment for a guest pass or click on a boosted ad, and the second I sent them the app, they'd disappear. There were too many steps before they'd even try the class once. So we switched back. Guest list first, no barrier, they just show up. Only after they'd taken the class and loved it, I would then walk them through setting up their pass in the app. Conversion got better immediately because by then they were willing to go through the steps because they knew they already liked it. And the call to action has to match that. 0 steps between interest and action. Comment free pass and I'll get you on the guest list. No link, no form, no download. It's also important to allow your guests to try more than one class. Class 1, people are stumbling through, overthinking and adjusting to the style. By class 2 or 3, they've got the groove. They can actually feel the workout instead of just surviving it. If you only give people one shot, you lose the people who would have loved it by class 3. One of my members who's been with us for years admitted she hated her first class. She was overwhelmed by the loud music, the choreography, and the dark room, but she committed to trying it 3 more times. Plus, she brought a friend with her during that period. She just needed time to adjust. Second thing to fix, make it easier for people to feel like they nailed it. To be clear, this isn't about dialing back the workout by lowering the intensity. It's about delivering exactly the style and intensity the class promised. A beginner class should feel like a beginner class. A high intensity class should still bring the heat. The friction I'm talking about isn't intensity, it's complexity. I get it. If you've danced, complicated choreography is fun. You see something going viral on TikTok and you want to try it. My rule, pull elements of trending routines, but don't build your routine around complicated sequences. I did that for way longer than I should have. Here's what I learned testing routines over and over. Anytime a routine takes members more than a couple times to get right, it's never a favorite. But when I simplified the repeating blocks and they'd catch it the first or second time, the room's energy is completely different. they feel like they succeeded. Now, that doesn't mean you have to make it so simple it's aerobics moves. You can still create dancey choreography blocks, but not be complicated. That dopamine hit they get by nailing the routine is exactly what makes them want to come back. Now, here's a test. Whenever we get together for a party, a wedding, or something, it always feels like we're dancing somewhere, and one of our class songs comes on. Is it easy enough for someone who is not a member to join in the fun? And 2, does it look like you're doing an aerobics routine? If the first answer is yes, and the second answer is no, you're on the right track. Now, you can't always test it in real life, but when you're creating routines, you can picture it in your mind. So here's the actual truth. Growth isn't about doing more. It's about removing the friction everywhere. Simpler marketing so people can just show up. Simpler choreography so people can succeed and feel it. In enough repeated tries, they actually experience the class at its best. What's one thing in your class right now that might be adding friction without you realizing it? Drop it below and I can help give you ideas on how to fix it. And while you're down there, if you want to see exactly where the friction in your class might be hiding, comment guide and I'll send you the Magnetic Instructor guide. It's the mistakes I made when I first started and what you could do to avoid them or fix them quickly. At the end of the day, we're not chasing impressive. We're leading fitness experiences the right people rave about. And for the next episode, we are busting the myth of needing formal dance experience to become a successful dance fitness instructor and the 4 drivers that matter more in reality. That's what's next. Keep creating the impact only you could make. I'll meet you in the next lesson.